Hello and welcome to the episode of Games with Zane. We are playing EU4, the Third Rome, as Muscovy. Kazan and the Golden Horde now at war. That's very interesting. I hope they devastate each other. We just got a pretty rough war with Novgorod in a separate war, and Denmark, Norway, and Sweden is a separate war, though Sweden didn't really participate, and that was good, because if they did, we probably would have lost that. And we were able to white peace Denmark, and we were able to take lots of Novgorodian territory, but we weren't able to completely wipe them out. We will have to do that in the next war with them. We are working on coring territory from Novgorod. We have a desperate need for manpower, so let's take a look at opinions here. We could get 4,000 men. That would be greatly needed. If we called a diet, we would lose 5 prestige, bring their loyalty and their influence up, and that might get us more recruits. Yeah, that got us a few more recruits. That's useful. Almost gets us to half of our manpower. We are losing money, so we should probably see about cutting our mercenary load in half, and that will give us enough money to pay back our loan. We did take out one loan in the last war, only one. I thought it might go into more, but it did not, and that was nice. And our vassals are a little uppity. We are attempting to annex Muscovy here. And looking to form Russia, the next one that we should focus on, I think, is Yaroslavl. That is part of our decisions. Tver and Yaroslav will need to be gone. Ryazan and Solmisk. So now, where is... was that? So we are going to have to move into Lithuania to be able to form Russia. That's fine. We just need to make sure that we do that. So we will want to integrate them next. Ryazan became a personal union under us. Just felt like kind of randomly. We are a bad monarch. That's too bad. We have an age ability. What can we do with the age ability? What would be most useful? The unrest right now would be really good. Aggressive expansion impact. War taxes free. Cavalry ratio. We're not doing... oh, this could be good. I don't know how it works with the Russian colonies. I mean, if it works with the Russian colonies, that's phenomenal. We just expand out into Siberia and have this on, and we will get much larger territories, at least development-wise, east of the Urals. That'd be great. But I think right now we're going to take feudal for the unrest, because it does help us immediately for all of these upset territories that we just took. And yeah, we are on reduced maintenance. We could core more places. That would probably be useful. And just a little bit more and we'll have everything coring. So we got much of our men back. We still need nearly 6,000. War exhaustion is coming down. And we are halfway done integrating. What, next year? End of next year? It's very good. Discovered an agent from Norway and Sweden fabricating claims. It's alright. After we integrate Pskov, I think we are going to try to ally for... Since we would like to do that, why don't we go ahead and improve relations with them? Offer support. Swedish opinion of Muscovy. It's very bad. But hopefully we can bring that up and convince them to be an ally. And if that were the case, I think a Swedish-Russian alliance would be pretty devastating to the northern continent. We can get the rest of these. They are working. Gained a core. That's very nice. We're making more money. It's even better. How's the institution spread coming? Novgorod has adopted it. Well, that's annoying. I guess we're going to do the prestige hit. We've got plenty of unrest going on as it is. So let's see. We've got one province that's embraced the Renaissance. And how quickly are these? It's 6, it's 7, it's 7. Ooh, 21, 23, 6. So now it will begin spreading to the rest of my territory. There was, how's my religion stuff doing? So how about we see about turning Moscow into a metropolitan? What all does that entail? Edicts create metropolitan. State maintenance is increased. But we will be able to do the institution spread thing with our whatchamacallit. So let's go ahead and create a metropolitan. Go back to the religion and we can select a patron saint. And that should be the institution stuff. Sounds great. So now the institution will spread faster throughout my territory. Kazan is going to get eaten up in this, it looks like. If they've got Uzbek coming up against them too, I don't see it. I don't know, Crimea's doing its stuff too. Maybe it'll be nice and balanced and everyone will deplete everyone's manpower. And that will be awesome. Got 3,000 more men to go. We can probably drop a few more mercenaries. Who's upset now? Perm. It'll be okay. Do they have any claims? Because that would help. Perm does have a claim. They'll probably just take it all, whether they've got a claim or not. And we've got some attrition going on in Novgorod. In a way, that's good. That means that we are getting our full manpower back. We can probably go ahead and drop these mercenaries too. We're making lots of money now. How many more men do we need? 2,000? Yeah, 1,500. And we can also, we've got some reform. Pomestia reform. After Muscovites invaded Novgorod in 1471 and Lithuania failed to come to Novgorod's assistance, Novgorod was forced to accept a treaty which further limited its independence. Ivan III, isn't that Ivan the Terrible? Still wary of uprisings because of what happened to his father. Deported many of the citizens of Novgorod. He also replaced leaders of the Novgorodian Church with Russian Orthodox leaders. Lands were taken from the natives and given to cavalrymen in return for their military service. After establishing the reform of land management, called the Promisty system, there he introduced it into Muscovy. By seizing the local nobles, called boyars, estates, and giving them to his army, he helped bolster and centralize his power and create loyalty in his army and other servants. By 1489, Novgorod was a shell of its former self, and now part of the ever-growing Russian state. Let us reform. Military tech cost goes down for a long time. Is that 25 years? Morale of armies is up. Or we get institution spread and trade efficiency. 25 years. Given that we could piggyback on our current patron saint, it'd be good. And it's going to take us a long time to recover the rest of our military, at least 10 years. Is it national manpower modifier? No, it's military tech and morale of armies. I think going institution spread is going to help us better in this time period. Otherwise, I would go with the morale of our military, because that's always good. Let's look at how 30, 10, 40. Moscow's at 21. Okay. So we're spreading faster while we are healing. And just a couple more months. Let's see how Sweden is feeling about us now. They would like us to support their independence, and I think we will. Truce with Crimea has expired. So now, just like that, gained a core. Gained a core. We have integrated Pskov. Let's look at our Diplo rep real quick. That only stays. It basically just resets. So yeah. Let's talk to you guys. I'm gonna ask them when we have a truce with Denmark. That truce will be ending soon, won't it? Not as soon as I would like, but yeah, soon. So that's very good. Are we over our force limit? I know we were close. Not as close as I thought. That's pretty good. Did we get any horsies out of that? We did not get any horsies, but we did get... What were those called? Strusty? I'm not sure. It's pretty good. Let's, no, they can't move because they don't have the morale. We should be doing something now with guys, but that, is making our subjects feel a lot better. Because they are... I'm integrating the larger ones. And they are honestly the next ones that cause the most trouble. So let's see about improving relations with them. How about a royal marriage? I will get their opinion up pretty high. Yeah, and then it won't take very much at all. To improve our relations with them so that we can begin annexing them as well. Then we will be a nice large state. stretching across the northern Russian wilderness. Corrupt bureaucracy. Well, that's annoying. That costs some money. We shall repay the loan. Campaign against syncretism. Okay. Let's recall you. Growth of the administration. As the state and its bureaucracy grow, there is an ever-growing need of people to oversee and administrate various lands and functions. The boyars have traditionally been more associated with military service to the state, but have increasingly made it clear that they still expect to be first in line when government offices are being handed out. The burghers, on the other hand, claim that the boyars consider such appointments as mere reward and will use them only to enrich themselves. Instead, the burghers argue we should appoint men out of individual merit. The unexpected death of a trusted secretary has left a vacant position to be filled at the center of this conflict, with the burghers supporting one candidate and the boyars expecting us to pick another. While both candidates are talented men, this has to be a political decision. So let's see. With great pedigree comes great abilities. You get one diplomatic reputation, or one diplomatic relation. The burghers lose loyalty. The boyars gain loyalty and influence, and a little bit too much influence. Self-made men are what the country need to run this country. The boyars are disappointed. The burghers gain influence and loyalty. Let's turn to the clergy instead. They also have too much influence. I don't need the diplomatic diplomatic relations slot, really. I just freed one up. So let's go with global trade here. It's going to upset the boyars, but we can maybe do something to... Oh no. Well, I see the boyars are that faction. Ooh, it's going to be a long time before that recovers. We do need to remove... maybe not. I think it's 10 for that. Yeah, they expect to have 10. They've got 3 territories, and they also expect to have 10. That's not that bad. Because we do need our manpower to recover, and that did not help at all. Alright, we should begin annexing them. It will cost us 1 per month. In 1500, that will take a long time. I don't think it will really be that long. It will just move more slowly to begin with and then speed up. So now we are gaining manpower again. Why don't we... Land force limit modifier, land maintenance modifier. We're hoping for national manpower modifier, but that's not there. This is probably going to help us the most right now. Prospering times. This guy has become renowned for our country's artistic achievements and blossoming economy. Artists, philosophers, and poets are flocking to Muscovy. And the thriving economy has allowed extensive arts funding. Several fine architectural buildings are being erected, and beautiful gardens are built to demonstrate our country's wealth. And many members of our new intellectual elite have ideas on how to improve various parts of our country. So let's see. We gain admin power in 1 tax base, military power in 1 tax, and 1 manpower base. Where is Totma? Totma. So it's pretty far behind on everything anyway. So we're just looking at the points. Why don't we go with military points? Since the admin gets up the fastest anyway. And by going ahead and taking this, and there's still only 3 points off, this will make our vassals much happier. Less likely to rebel. You guys can merge together. We can use some horses to go with you. Sweden, we can recall our diplomat, I guess. The other thing we should do is begin spying here. Because our claims are going to run out. This is considered a permanent core? Yeah. Let's start spying. We want to reinstate these claims. At least as many as possible. The Muscovy Kremlin. As our Grand Principality grows, so does the importance of our capital in Muscovy. Like many Russian cities, the core of Muscovy is its Kremlin, which houses the elite, the administration, and the military offices. Outside the walls lies an ever-growing commercial Posad district, and even further the general suburbs. The entire arrangement depends on the size and strength of the Kremlin, however, and many are worried that ours is both inadequately small and old-fashioned. A state with ambitions such as ours should ensure that the Kremlin is constantly improved, expanded, and well-maintained. This will require a lot of manpower, which we don't really have. The boyars are even further not happy about this. We require all groups to contribute from the city. The burghers are less happy. Local development costs, offensiveness is increased, so what is that? That is true on all parts, except for that. Is that those words it's saying? Is that this? Subnek, Frinchna, Strelsti. Okay. I think I'm beginning to understand some of these. We don't want to lose manpower, and we don't want to upset boyars further. Since we helped you guys out before, you guys are going to preach now. Yeah. That is useful. We are going to go with you. So there's a little unrest still. And we've got embrace the Renaissance in every province you own. Bear does not like us at all, mostly because of our aggressive expansion. Well, marriage, no outrage attitude. Making some money, we're getting manpower back. Okay, if we did this, what do we have? National unrest. Oh, that is helpful. Yeah, we're doing it. And what do we have here? Past advancement of religion. That balances that out, but we now have increased missionary strength. I don't think we need it at this very moment. I don't think it's going to help us here. It will, but not really. We won't worry about it for the time being. We've got our last core being finished. Very good. And while we wait, our projections isn't dropping that fast. Not as fast as I would have thought. Ooh, it's going to take them a long time to get back up. That is a pathetic number, less than 200 a month that are coming in. Let's take a look. Oh, well, this is interesting. They're all completely wiping each other. How, Tartar feudary is gone. How exactly is the Golden Horde doing? Still have 11,000 manpower, 11,000 men. You have way more men than that at this point. Crimea is completely taken over by, what, Genoa? Interesting. So when are our cores supposed to go away there? Or our claims? December of this year. So we've got some spy network power to start taking some of those back almost immediately. Let's take a quick look here. If I pulled them away, take 11 days. Missed my tick. Oh well. They are winning that war. We declared it. Uzbek would come in. War exhaustion is not a thing for them. Ryazan has claims on those two. Yeah, we would like to see Ryazan expand a little bit. And what is... We've got some overlap. So we would be taking like those two. We may wait for that war to be over with. Like, completely over with. I don't think it will be very long. But it'll give us a little bit of a chance to improve our manpower. We have lost our claims on provinces. We can do the bureaucracy, which will help us a good bit. That's the one we want to get to for inflation reduction. Let's go ahead and take that one. Let the others catch up, because that is right now on time. And then let's go ahead and start making claims on Novgorodian territory again. Very nice. Claims fabricated from Sweden. You should probably stop doing that, guy. Let's see. Following junior partners. Truce for 2 more years. Alright. Well, I think that's where I'm going to end this episode. The next episode, we will see about what the Great Horde is going to finish doing with their war with Kazan and Crimea. And then probably when they are done with that war, like immediately, we are going to declare war on the Great Horde and help Ryazan expand, as well as myself expand to the south. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. We will see you in the next episode.